Good morning. Welcome back to day 2, January 2nd, lesson 2, A Course in Miracles. Yesterday I jumped right into lesson 1. It was getting a little late in the day by the time I figured out how to make a video, how to open up a YouTube account. And I don't even know if you're able to find the video yet. I can find it on my YouTube account, but when I search it, it doesn't show up. But like I said yesterday, I'm teaching this course to help me master it, and if it comes to the point where others are able to find it and learn with me, then what's meant to be will be. So before we jump into lesson 2, I would like to look at the introduction to the workbook, because it makes a very interesting point that I think needs to be kept in mind. Paragraph 1 of the introduction says, a theoretical foundation such as the text provides is necessary as a framework to make the exercises in the workbook meaningful. So it is going to be encouraged that we read the text along with the workbook. Initially, I want to just try to do the workbook for a week and then gradually start bringing in readings. Yet, it is in doing the exercises that will make the goal of the course possible. So here it's stressing it's really important to do these exercises, to do the daily lessons. And that's going to be the focus initially for me. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. It is the purpose of this workbook to train your mind to think along the lines that the text sets forth. It also mentions in the introduction that the workbook is broken into 2 sections. The first section deals with the undoing of the way you see now. The second section deals with the acquisition of true perception. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're looking at the lessons. You want to question and wonder where it's going. Just have to know that there's a purpose in it. And initially the purpose is to undo the way you see things now. All right, so going into lesson 2, I have given everything I see in this room, on the street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning it has for me. I have given everything I see in this room, on the street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning it has for me. When I first did this course, this lesson with a friend of mine, she revealed to me how it meant something to her, because we happened to be working on a table, which when she was in the middle of a divorce, the husband was keeping the home and the assets in the house, and he wasn't going to let her take this table, but yet the table was a table that she had looked for and found the perfect table. It was the table that, for years they had many beautiful, beautiful family dinners on, and she really wanted this table because it really, really meant something to her. So when we first read this lesson together, I wasn't sure if I understood completely, what it was saying. And then she brought that point out, and I was like, wow, yeah, I really have understanding, because when I was sitting at this table, I had no feelings attached to it, or it was a table, just a table, a pretty table, but nothing more than that. So the idea that when I'm looking around me, if I can think, realize that everything in front of me has meaning that is attached somehow to what I've ascribed to it, and is it through my conditioning, is it through my experiences, but it's not necessarily in the meaning that God has in purpose for it. And this idea of my vision right now is my personal vision. And all this lesson is looking for you to do again is to maybe stop your judgment or realize there's judgment in what we see. And that it's not necessarily 100% accurate. Accurate, I don't even know if that's the right word, but just that there is another way. Everybody's going to see something through their eyes, but the one thing that's going to unify us is that if our goal can be to see through the eyes of God and just, you know, to open that door. Again, lesson 2 is just opening that door a little bit to the fact that there's judgment in what we see. Okay, so the exercise with this idea are the same as those for the first one. Begin with the things that are near you and apply the idea to whatever your glance rests on. Then increase the range outward. Turn your head so that you include whatever is on either side. If possible, turn around and apply the idea to what was behind you. Remain as indiscriminate as possible in selecting subjects for its application. Do not concentrate on anything in particular. Do not attempt to include everything you see in a given area, or you will introduce strain. Merely glance easily and fairly quickly around you, trying to avoid selection by size, by brightness, color, material, or relative importance to you. Take the subjects simply as you see them. Try to apply the exercise with equal ease to the body or a button, a fly or a floor, an arm or an apple. The sole criteria for applying the idea to anything is merely that your eyes have lighted on them. Make no attempt to include anything particular, but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. So it's just a very simple exercise. Just glance around you and just take in what you see and make a note that you have given all the meaning it has for you. I have given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.